Juliana's channel. Happy Sunday to you. I trust you and yours are well. Yeah. So it's really a great thing to be with you this afternoon. As a matter of fact, there's something that is bothering me right now about we Africans. I mean, to be precise, our mode of feeding in Africa is something else. If today is your first time of coming across, coming across this channel, you are just loved and you are celebrated, and I'm glad to have you. Please do well to subscribe to the channel, give the live a thumbs up. Thank you so much for having you. Yeah, so Africans today, you will discover that based on the research, the issue of diabetes is just something else. I am telling you, issue of diabetes is just something else. And you know the problem? Do you know the problem? You know, my grandmother is really old. But the thing is, she is still very, very strong and healthy. And she can still help herself do some things, And then we are still strong, still tender, like, just check our age. One complain or the other. Complain of diabetes, hypertension, stuff. So it got me worried. I began to ask questions. I began to do research, and I discovered that actually is the food we eat that cause all these problems or havoc to our system, and we never knew. Is the food we eat, the processed food we eat. Just imagine the kind of the level of carbs, the carbohydrate food that we consume. My God, it's just something else. You can imagine somebody cooking or trying to prepare rice and then adding spaghetti or adding yam in the rice. And maybe possibly just red oil. That's a source of fat, right? Yeah. Seasoning. And that is it. Now, are you aware that we have certain amounts of carbohydrate our body need per day? Generally the amount of calories that our body need per day. A lot of us do not know. But I am telling you, the moment you have the knowledge about all these things, your mode of diet or everything about your diet would definitely change. So the question I was asking is that why is it that this my grandmother is still strong and hearty? She's very healthy. And then the only thing will depend on, or the only thing will feel, the whole thing is just people feel they're enjoying taking Coke all the time, eating snacks all the time, eating certain amount of food. The question I have to ask is it really the amount of food you eat or the quality of the food you eat that your body needs? Guys, is the quality of food you eat, not the quantity. Sometimes, even with the carbohydrates that people prepare in a certain amount, the way they dish or the way they serve themselves, with little or no source of, proteins, maybe source of minerals or vitamins, it's a problem. And that is why you discover that people get old on time these days. People complain of hypertension, people complain of diabetes, most especially. At early stage, you see people complain of diabetes. Of course, there are kind of food that when you eat, it triggers it. There are kind of food you eat that will really cause all those problems to your system. And that is why it is very important and awesome when you have the knowledge about what nutrition is all about. Alright guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if today is your first time of tuning in. Yeah, on this channel we deal with nutrition. Yeah, of course, your diet, the kind of food you should eat as an individual, and the ones you should try as much as possible to avoid. So how can I say I'm cooking food or I cook food and the only thing that is in that food is just carbohydrate, possibly maybe fats? Hello, what am I doing to my system? Now I now discover that even our grandparents have their vegetables around their garden where they plant vegetables of kind, you know. And whenever they want to make use of it or when they want to cook food, they go fetch from that vegetables or from their garden to prepare food. And then we, with our, how do I put it, that we are exposed and then we are more intelligent or more wise, or how do I put it, than them, and then the only thing we go for is just a carbohydrate food. That will not help us. So as an individual, just be sensitive and watch your diet. If you truly want to live long, you have to ensure that your diet is checked. You don't just eat anyhow food, but you eat food that will help your body or help you live a healthy life. Thank you for tuning. See you in our next one, where we'll be discussing or checking the amount of carbohydrates your body need, the amount of proteins your body need per day. Very, very important. See you in the next one. Bye.